career high 25 there. Kind of, what was going right tonight for you?
Honestly, just being aggressive. And then, they gotta respect my teammates out on the court so much. It gives me just so much space to play, which is why I wanted to come here. It's just, when we get stops, I got the freedom to just fly down the court, so I love that too. So between those two things, being aggressive, them giving me the space with their ability to shoot, and us playing fast is just my type of game. So, I just feel like come in and just try to be aggressive as much as I can.
Michael? Nick, you've obviously played a lot of basketball in your career, so for this in your career, I guess, what works about this system for you? What works about just coming to just working here?
Yeah, I started my career at FAU where I was kind of just I was a starter, but not the guy. So, I had some career nights every now and then, but at San Diego State it was a much slower pace. And I kind of, when I went to the transfer portal, like I said, I wanted to go to a program that was getting up and down a little bit more. When I decided to leave San Diego State, and like I said, the trend on this offense is just crazy. I have the freedom to just push the ball as fast as I want when I get the rebound. So coach isn't saying stop, or calling a play. So it just works.
Question at the end here.
Andrew, the defense came away with a couple of early stops, and you got your hand on the ball a few times tonight. Was that a priority for you guys, kind of getting the defensive intensity going early on?
I think that's a priority for us every game. So, especially after the last game, we kind of went into this game like we really been working on defense these last couple of days in practice and just communicated with each other. And, I think we did a good job tonight, and we definitely took some steps.
Aleksas, you had 8 points. Will had 5. Hayden had 5. How important is it from a confidence standpoint for you guys to sort of have a game like this early on in the season?
I think it's very important to have a game like this. It's my first time overseas playing as a freshman, and having a game like this for any of us guys is I think very important.
We got John right up front. Go ahead.
Nick, with the obviously big night there, where do you feel like you can still grow? And did you know it? You had the career high before they announced it, before Andrew and everyone else seemed to raise you there on the sideline?
I think, I just think as time goes on, I'll just get more comfortable just playing in this system, playing with these guys. I think there's still a couple more times I might have missed Andrew or missed John just driving to the ring. So just, as the season goes on, I'll get more and more simpler with what I need to do and how I can be effective. I just appreciate them showing love when they announced it.
Question right in the middle of the.
This is for any of you guys. The energy levels were very different tonight compared to your season opener. What changed through the last few days to come up with more energy?
I'll go. I just think I think it was when did we practice? We took a day off and then we came back the next day, and I think that practice when we went over NIU stuff, I don't know what it was, but we were in the right spots more than often. The last couple times we did scout, like the Oklahoma scout, for the one day we did it, they were scoring easy. And then this last scout, I was like, dang, we getting stops and we're in the right places on defense. So I just think as the time goes on, we're just meshing, and we're for guys like me and Rohde, we've been in different programs, so maybe even just some of the terminology is a little bit different, or I might see something that he might not see because I'm coming from somewhere different, or he might see something I might see. So I just think as time goes on, we got the guys to really guard, and as time goes on, I think we're going to be a really, really good defensive team.
We got John up front here.
For any of you guys, what was it like seeing Isaac, put up his big minute there?
It was amazing. IG is one of those dudes. He comes in every single day, with the same level of intensity, with the same passion. He bleeds Badger red, and he shows that every single day in practice. He's working hard, and just for him to get that moment and score, he's capable of doing it. So just to see it, it was amazing to see, and it just gives us so much energy, and it was awesome.
No, for real. I told you about that scout team. The scout team, G's getting buckets.
For Nick or Andrew, Aussie hasn't really been scoring a ton, but he's been impacting the game in a lot of different ways, whether that's passing, rebounding. What have you seen out of him, and I guess the versatility he's provided?
Yeah, like you said, just he can impact the game in so many ways, even when he's not scoring. And he's got such a good IQ and good feel for the game. Even his passing has surprised me a lot, just being around him. He has a real feel for that. So, and I think that's just the way our team is going to be this year. It's going to be different guys going every night, and I think that's why we're going to be a special group because, it's not like people are feeling some type of way if they don't get it one night or, somebody else is scoring and things like that. So for us, and especially for Aussie, just to be impacting the game in whatever way he can, it helps us tremendously. And, he's got such a good IQ and such a good feel for the game, and he'll find his spots.
Just have one more question. Go ahead, Michael.
Andrew, obviously, similar margin of victory these past two games, but you have to deal with some game pressure in the last one. I guess not really having to deal with that throughout a game. I guess what do you guys take away from that? Kind of securing it early and just sticking with it.
Yeah, I think it just challenges us to, try to be perfect in every way that we can on the defensive end, on the offensive end. It's a challenge trying to keep that lead and, not let up and let our foot off the gas. And that was one of the things the coaches talked about at halftime, and just coming out that first 5 minutes with intensity. And, we got to do that every game, regardless of opponent, regardless of rankings and things like that. So we just got to come with that same level of intensity throughout the entire game like we did tonight. And, yeah.